Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin and I am the Dream Decipherer. And I help you to crack the code of your sleep and dreams so you can sleep sound and dream deep. This evening I decided to take a slight twist or turn with regard to sleep matters and walk on the wild side a little bit and talk about the impact of our pets on the quality of our sleep. Now, your pet can greatly enhance your sleep quality by promoting regular exercise and combating depression and stress. However, sharing a bed may actually not, surprisingly, may be an even better way to get quality sleep. Now, stress is, of course, associated with high levels of cortisol in the brain, and being stressed over a long period of time, it can take longer to fall asleep and damage or affect your sleep quality. However, on the other hand, lower stress levels correlate to better sleep. And depression, which can be provoked by poor sleep, it also affects the mechanisms that regulate sleep. So we become depressed, we develop sleep problems, or we have sleep problems and become depressed. There's definitely a correlation between the two. Combating depression will naturally promote better sleep, and spending time with our pets can help prevent or even reduce the symptoms of depression. However, you may be surprised by this, but while dogs may be man's best friend, it's actually women who come out on top when it comes to pets and sleep. Women actually sleep better next to their dogs rather than their human partners. Believe it or not, sounds crazy, but true. In a recent research study that was conducted with more than 1,000 women in the US and looked at the impact of pets on sleep quality, it was found that for women, in any case, dogs are better bed partners than humans or feline companions. According to the lead researcher, Dr. Christy Hoffman, who is an animal behaviorist, women commonly rated dogs as better bed partners than cats and human partners and reported that their dogs enhanced their sleep quality. The research discovered a few reasons as to why this may be the case. What Hoffman and her team found was that the sleep patterns of dogs, rather than cats, more closely coincided with human sleep patterns, though there is a need for further research to be carried out. It may just be that, in comparison to human bed partners, dogs may just be better at accommodating a person's sleep schedule. Being that especially these days, it's not uncommon for human bed partners to go to bed and wake up at different times. This will obviously disrupt sleep. If one person's a night bird and the other person's an early bird, or they're doing shift work, they're going to have different sleep times and different wake times, which can cause disruption and stress. It may be that having a dog as your partner, your sleep partner, um, is beneficial because the dogs adapt more easily and readily to their owner's schedule than do their human partners. The research also indicated that dogs who slept in their owners' beds were perceived to be less disruptive to their sleep than humans or cats. Participants who slept with a dog reported that their dog stayed on the bed most of the night, whereas those who slept with a cat stated that their cat spent less of the night actually sleeping on the bed. This would suggest that cats would be more likely than dogs to create disruptions by moving on and off the bed during the night. And if you think about cats, that they literally tomcat around. They're up at night and they're prowling around, catching mice or doing whatever it is they do during the nighttime hours, whereas dogs have a tendency to, they pass out at night too after dinner. In addition, the study also found that the dog owners kept to more consistent bedtime and wake time schedules than cat owners, and also tended to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier than cat owners. And when you think about having to walk a dog, when I owned dogs growing up, yeah, you kept to a schedule or you cleaned up after your dog. So it was imperative that you keep to a regular schedule so that the dog would get walked at the appropriate times and not leave a mess in your house. And this may account for why dogs may, in terms of scheduling, may help us to keep us on track in terms of time and sleeping regularly so that we wake up with enough time to go and walk the dog before we do whatever else we need to do during the day. So dog owners may be benefiting actually by keeping a more consistent sleep schedule. Previous research suggests that people who keep to a stricter sleep schedule in any case tend to be less sleepy during the day and be less likely to report insomnia. There's another aspect of it, particularly for women, which is pertinent, is that dogs provide a higher level of comfort and security than human and feline bed partners. Some dog owners in the study stated that they took comfort in the thought that their dog would alert them in case of an intruder or some other type of emergency, and a dog's bark will potentially deter a potential intruder. A cat isn't likely to take on this kind of role and so wouldn't provide the same kind of psychological discomfort that a dog would. And in fact, participants generally associated cats with weaker feelings of comfort and security than both human and dog partners. So what does this mean? Does that mean you need to ditch your cat and get a dog to sleep better? Not necessarily. Although a large number of participants in this study reported that their dogs had a very positive impact on their sleep, there's a lot of variation across people and their pets and how they affect each other's sleep. For example, a dog who snores is unlikely to enhance your sleep quality. But on the other hand, for some people, some cats may greatly improve their owner's sleep quality. I've had dogs and cats during my life, and yes, it's very comforting to have a dog around. That's very true. And I also had a cat who liked to jump on my gut in the middle of the night, no matter how I would close the door to keep her out, which was certainly disruptive, having somebody jump on your diaphragm in the middle of the night. But you have to remember that this research was based on individuals' perceptions of how their pets are affecting their sleep. There wasn't any measurable data in terms of what was happening during the nighttime hours. And Hoffman explains that because we often experience disruptions in our sleep that we don't recall the next day, it would be helpful actually to take some objective measures of how dogs and cats can impact human sleep. What's really needed here is that you actually have to capture dog, cat, and human activity during the night to get a better sense of the interaction between them and how the activity of one individual may be impacting the activity of another. Hoffman does believe that this field of sleep research would benefit greatly from having more information about how pets and where they sleep impacts the sleep quality of their human companions. So if you're a dog person and you're a woman, you're apparently rolling in clover. You sleep better, You keep to a regular sleep schedule, which not only is good for your sleep, but it keeps stress levels low. And your pet itself will also keep the stress levels low. Cat people, it may or may not be helpful, depending on whether your cat is one of the more laid back, lazy types that likes to sleep all the time, or one who's very active and wants to jump on you or jump on and off the bed during the night. So there you have it, an example of it's not just our human partners that can determine how well we sleep, but our animal friends can do as well. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great evening and a great week to come, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.